I am sitting in her home office right now, laptop open, her email account pulled up on my screen. She is downstairs making breakfast, humming to herself, completely unaware. I scroll through her inbox until I find it, the email from the gallery owner. Subject line, your solo exhibition proposal. I opened it. They want her. They're offering her the April slot. Prime timing, spring opening. This could change everything for her. I read the email twice, feeling that familiar tightness in my chest. She's about to get exactly what she has been working toward for 3 years, and I cannot let that happen. I click reply. I type as her. I've done this enough times that I know exactly how she writes. I write, "Thank you so much for this incredible opportunity. Unfortunately, after careful consideration, I have decided to focus on my family commitments right now. I hope we can revisit this in the future. Warmest regards." Send. I closed the tab. I cleared the browser history. I shut the laptop and placed it exactly where I found it. Then I walk downstairs, and when she looks up at me with those bright, trusting eyes, I smile. "Coffee smells amazing," I say. She smiles back, and I feel nothing. Let me show you why I just did that. I'm going to show you the game I've been playing for years, not because I feel guilty, not because I want to change, but because I want you to see just how good I am at this, and by the end, you are going to understand the one thing that terrifies me more than anything else in this world. I met her at a gallery opening. She was standing in front of a piece, tilting her head, really looking at it, not performing, actually looking. I noticed that immediately. She had this quiet intensity, and I knew I could use her. What hooked me was her ambition. She wanted to be a recognized artist. She wanted gallery representation. She wanted her work to matter. That hunger made her perfect. Because here's what you need to understand about people like me. I do not want someone who has nothing. I want someone who has everything to lose. I want someone with dreams, with potential, with a future that looks brighter than mine. Because the only way I feel powerful is by standing next to someone who is rising, and then quietly, carefully, making sure they never rise higher than me. I approached her that night. I told her I loved her work. I asked thoughtful questions. I mirrored her energy. I made her feel seen. And when she talked about her dreams, I leaned in close and said, "I believe in you. I'm going to help you make this happen." She believed me. They always do. In those first few months, I studied her. I watched everything. What made her laugh, what scared her, what she wanted to hear. And then I created a version of her in my mind. A perfect, static image, a snapshot. In that snapshot, she is grateful. She is adoring. She is talented, but not too talented. She needs me. She looks to me for guidance. She puts me first. That version of her, that is the only version I can love. But here's the problem. She is a real person. Real people change. They grow. They develop opinions that differ from mine. And every time she deviates from that snapshot, every time she exists outside of my control, I feel it like a knife twisting in my chest. I feel betrayed. So I have to correct her. I built a world for us, a story where we both have roles. I am the supportive partner, the one who believes in her, the one who provides stability so she can create. She's the grateful muse, the one who needs me, the one whose success reflects well on me but never overshadows me. As long as she plays her role, everything is beautiful. I am attentive. I praise her work. I show up to her studio with coffee. I'm the perfect partner. But the moment she steps outside of that script, the moment she prioritizes her art over me or gets recognition I did not approve of, I feel it. That cold, creeping rage. Here's how it works. She comes home excited about something, a new opportunity or a breakthrough. I listen. I nod. And then I find the flaw. That sounds amazing. But are you sure you are ready for that level of exposure? I just do not want you to get hurt. I love that piece, but do you think it is a little derivative? I saw something similar at that show last month. A solo exhibition is a huge commitment. What about us? What about our plans? I frame it as a concern, as love. But what I'm really doing is draining her confidence drop by drop. I'm teaching her that excitement equals vulnerability, that sharing her wins with me leads to doubt. Over time, she stops telling me the good news first. She hesitates. She downplays. And that hesitation? That is my power growing. Then there's the invisible work. I delete emails, not all of them, just the important ones. Gallery inquiries, interview requests, collaboration offers. She never knows they existed. Last month, a residency program reached out. They'd seen her work at a group show. They wanted to interview her. 6-month opportunity in another state, full funding, studio space. It would have launched her career. I deleted it. That night, over dinner, I said, "I've been thinking. Maybe you should take a break from submitting to things. You have been working so hard. I worry you are burning out." She squeezed my hand. "You're probably right. I do feel exhausted. Let me take care of you," I said, and she let me. I also create logistics problems. I double book our calendar. "Oh, I thought you said you were free that day. I already told my parents we would visit." Now she has to choose between her career opportunity and disappointing me. Either way, I win. I create crises, a sudden financial emergency, a health scare, a family drama, and because she is kind, she drops everything to help me. Her gallery deadline gets missed. Her networking event goes unattended. Her momentum stalls. And I'm always there, sympathetic, saying, "I'm so sorry this happened. We will get you back on track." But we never do. I never outright criticize her work. That would be too obvious. Instead, I compare. "Your friend Sarah just got into that residency program. That's so exciting. Have you thought about applying to something like that? The irony is perfect. I deleted the email offering her that exact residency. And now I am using someone else's acceptance to make her feel inadequate. I saw this incredible artist on social media today. The way they use color is just stunning. Your piece is good, but I think with a little more time, you could really make it great. Do not rush it. I set the bar just out of reach. I make her feel like she is always chasing, always falling short, always needing my guidance. And when will she succeed? When she gets a piece into a group show or makes a sale. I pivot immediately. That is fantastic. I am so proud. Now, what is next? You cannot get complacent. No moment of triumph is allowed to settle. No achievement is ever enough, but my masterpiece is the promise. I tell her we are building toward her dream. Once I get that promotion, you can quit your day job and focus on art full time. When we move to the bigger place, you will have a real studio. Next year, I'm going to fund your first solo show myself. I paint this beautiful picture of a future where she has everything she needs. And because she wants to believe me, she waits. She puts her dreams on hold. But that future never comes. There's always a reason to delay. And while she is waiting, her youth is passing. Her connections are fading. Her opportunities are closing. You want to know how I justify this? I tell myself I'm protecting her. The art world is brutal. If she succeeds, she'll be exposed to criticism, to failure. I am keeping her safe. And besides, if she really wanted it badly enough, she would push through my resistance. The fact that she listens to me proves that she needs me. I also tell myself that her success would ruin us. If she becomes successful, she will not need me anymore. She will leave, and I will be alone. So when I sabotage her, I am not hurting her. I am protecting us. At least, that is what I tell myself when I lie awake at night, feeling that hollow ache in my chest that never quite goes away. The moment I dread came last month. She was on the phone with her friend, and I heard her say, "I do not know. It feels like every time I get close to something, it falls apart." My stomach clenched. She was starting to connect the dots. A week later, she said, "I need to check my email archives. I swear that gallery reached out to me months ago, but I never saw anything." I felt my heart rate spike, but I stayed calm. "Maybe it went to spam," I suggested. "Or maybe they changed their mind. You know how flaky the art world can be." She nodded, but I saw the doubt in her eyes. And that doubt is dangerous. It was 3 weeks ago. She got a phone call, a curator she met. Years ago was putting together a major group exhibition, international artists, career-making exposure. They wanted her, and she said yes. She did not ask me. She just said yes. When she told me, she was glowing, and I felt nothing but rage. "That is great," I said, my voice flat. "But what about our trip? We have been planning that for months." "We can move it," she said, still smiling. "This is huge. You're always doing this. You're always putting your career ahead of us. Do you even care about this relationship?" Her smile faded. "What are you talking about? You have been telling me to go for opportunities like this." "Not at the expense of us," I snapped. "I have sacrificed everything to support you. And this is how you repay me?" I watched her face change, confusion, hurt, and then something else. Clarity. "You have not been supporting me," she said quietly. "You have been holding me back." And in that moment, I felt the entire fantasy crumble. When she said that, when she named the truth, I did what I always do. I collapsed. I slumped in my chair. I put my head in my hands. I let my voice break. "I cannot believe you would say that," I whispered. "After everything I have done for you. I have been there for every failure, every rejection. I have believed in you when no one else did, and now you are accusing me of sabotaging you?" I looked up at her with tears in my eyes. "Maybe you were right. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe you would be better off without me." This is the move that always works. I take her righteous anger and I flip it. Suddenly, she is the one who is being cruel. She is the one who is hurting me. And because she is kind, she cannot stand to see me in pain. She will apologize. She will take it back. And the truth she just spoke will be buried under her guilt. I have done this 100 times. But this time, something was different. She just stood there, looking at me. And then she said, "I am not doing this anymore." And she walked out. I did not chase her. I told myself she would come back. She always comes back. But hours passed, then days. She stayed at a friend's place. She did not answer my texts. When I called, she sent me to voicemail. And I felt something I have not felt in years. Fear. Real, visceral fear. Because without her, without someone to control, without someone whose dreams I can manage, I am nothing. I'm just an empty shell of a person, playing a role, pretending to be human. The supportive partner I pretend to be, all of it is a performance. And if she is not there to perform for, then what am I? I am alone with the real me. The small, terrified, rageful thing beneath all the charm. And I cannot stand it. So I did what I always do. I sent her a long, beautiful email. I told her I understood now. I told her I had been scared of losing her, and that fear made me act in ways I regretted. I promised to go to therapy. I promised to change. I told her I loved her more than anything. I sent flowers to her. Friend's apartment. I texted her mother saying I was worried about her. I posted an old photo of us on social media with a caption about how grateful I was for her. I created a crisis. I told her I was having health problems, and I needed her. I leveraged every emotional hook I had spent years installing, because I know that deep down, she still loves me. She still wants to believe I can change, and that hope is the hook I need. But this time, something happened that I did not anticipate. Her friend sat her down and said, "I need to tell you something. He's done this before." My ex reached out. They had connected through mutual friends, and my ex told her everything. The same pattern, the same sabotage, the same promises, the same victim switch. My current partner suddenly had proof that this was not love. This was a tactic. And when she called me, her voice was different, calm, certain. "I know what you are," she said, "and I'm done." "You're making a mistake," I said, still trying to maintain control. "You're listening to someone who is bitter and jealous." "No," she said, "I am listening to myself. For the first time in years, I'm actually listening to myself." And she hung up. When she left, really left, I felt the ground disappear beneath me. Because my entire sense of self is built on the fantasy I create with someone else. I am only real when I'm reflected in their eyes. I'm only powerful when I'm controlling their story. Without her, I do not exist. And that is the secret weakness of someone like me. We are not actually powerful. We are terrified. We are empty. We have no stable sense of self, no internal worth, no real identity beyond the roles we play. So we find someone with dreams, with light, with substance, and we drain them. We take their energy, their potential, their life force, and we use it to fill the void inside of us. But it never works. It is never enough. Because we're bottomless. And when they finally leave, when they finally see us for what we are left alone with the truth. We are nothing. I'm going to break character now. He thinks he won. He thinks he successfully kept her small, kept her dependent, kept her under his control. But there is one thing that terrifies a narcissist more than anything else in this world. Being seen. Being truly seen, not as the charming partner or the supportive guide, but as the hollow manipulative strategist they actually are. And once you see them, once you understand the game, they have no power over you. What you just witnessed is not a person, it is a construct. The narcissist creates a mask designed to extract what they need from you while protecting their fragile core from reality. They do not interact with you as a real person. They take a mental snapshot of you, usually during the idealization phase when you are perfect and compliant, and they interact with that static image. As long as you match the snapshot, you are rewarded. The moment you deviate, they punish you. This is why they say, you have changed. You have not changed. You have simply revealed that you are a three-dimensional human being, not a two-dimensional image they can control. The sabotage is never obvious. It is designed to look like concern, like bad luck, like circumstance. But there's always a pattern. Every time you get close to success, something derails it. Your good news is met with subtle criticism or comparison. You learn to downplay your wins because sharing them leads to feeling worse. They promise a future where you will have everything you need, but that future never arrives. Dr. Ramani provides a framework for managing what you share. Never share good news with them. They will minimize it, make it about themselves, or use it against you later. Share your wins with your good news people only. Never share bad news or vulnerability. They will weaponize your pain or view it as an inconvenience. Share only neutral, boring information. The weather, traffic, mundane facts. This keeps the peace without exposing your inner world. Once you recognize the pattern, you need to cut off their supply. Supply is attention, emotion, reaction. Any response feeds them. Become as boring and uninteresting as a gray rock. Respond with neutral statements. Okay? I see. That is interesting. Give them nothing to work with. No drama, no emotion, no vulnerability. This starves them of the emotional fuel they need. If you cannot leave immediately due to finances, children, or logistics, you must psychologically remove yourself. Dr. Ramani calls this soul distancing. You stay physically present, but you remove your authentic self from the dynamic. You stop offering your real thoughts, your real feelings, your real dreams. You become a performer in the relationship, playing a role, while your true self remains protected elsewhere. Accept that you cannot fix them. You cannot love them back to health. You cannot inspire them to change. The core beneath the mask is often non-existent or so deeply damaged that it is inaccessible. There's no one there to rescue. Drop the expectation of empathy. Stop expecting emotional nourishment from someone who is fundamentally incapable of providing it. When they promise to change, when they swear therapy will fix everything, ignore all of it. Judge the relationship solely on current behavioral reality. Has anything actually changed? Or are they simply performing again? Actions are the only truth. Words are manipulated. When you pull away, they will try to suck you back in. This is called hoovering. They will use guilt, sudden kindness, manufactured crises, or claims of change. Do not engage. Any engagement, even to argue or explain, provides supply. The only way to win is to refuse to play. This means no contact if possible, or extremely strict low contact if you must interact. Here's the secret that someone like the narrator will never tell you. They need you more than you need them. They need your dreams to feel powerful. They need your potential to feel important. They need your compliance to feel safe. You are not dependent on them. They are dependent on you. And the moment you see this, the moment you understand that their power is an illusion built on your participation, they lose everything. If you are watching this and something in this story resonated, if you felt that cold recognition, then listen to me closely. You are not crazy. You are not imagining it. You're not too sensitive. Someone has been systematically dismantling your confidence, sabotaging your opportunities, and draining your life force while telling you they love you. And the most important thing you can do right now is stop sharing your dreams with them. Stop seeking their approval. Stop waiting for them to give you permission to succeed. Your dreams are your own. Your potential is your own. Your future is your own. Protect it. Defend it. And when you are ready, walk away. Because you deserve to be loved by someone who celebrates your success, not someone who secretly sabotages it. I know if you are living this right now, it feels impossible. But your clarity is your power. The fact that you are watching this, the fact that something clicked means you are already halfway out. Trust that instinct. Trust that cold feeling in your stomach that told you something was wrong. That feeling is not paranoia. That feeling is your survival instinct trying to save you. Start small. Start protecting one dream, one goal, one piece of yourself. Do not announce it. Do not share it. Just quietly reclaim it. Build your exit strategy in silence. Save money they do not know about. Strengthen connections they cannot touch. Document the patterns. Keep receipts. Because when you finally leave, they will rewrite history. They will tell everyone you are unstable, ungrateful, cruel. You will need proof of what really happened. And when you do leave, you will feel terrified. You will doubt yourself. You will wonder if you made a mistake. This is normal. This is the withdrawal. You have been conditioned to need their approval, to center their feelings, to doubt your own perception. It will take time to recalibrate. Be patient with yourself. Find your people. The ones who celebrated you before this person came along. The ones who noticed you changing and tried to warn you. The ones who will sit with you while you cry and remind you why you left. You do not have to do this alone. And please, if you can, work with a therapist who understands narcissistic abuse. This is not a regular breakup. This is a systematic dismantling of your sense of self. Most importantly, remember this. You are not a supporting character in someone else's story. You are the author of your own life. And every day you stay with someone who sabotages your dreams is a day you are letting them hold the pen. Take it back. Write your own ending. It will be messy, it will be painful, it will be terrifying. But it will be yours. And one day, you will be standing in front of your own success, whatever that looks like for you. And you will realize something profound. You will realize that you did it without them. You will realize that everything they told you, that you needed them, that you could not make it alone, that you would fail without their guidance, was a lie designed to keep you small enough to control. You were always capable. You were always enough. You just needed to stop believing someone whose power depended on you staying weak. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button, like this video. Not for me, but for the next person who needs to hear this message. Share it with someone you think might be living this nightmare. Sometimes we cannot see the cage we are in until someone on the outside describes the bars. Your dreams matter. Your art matters. Your career matters. Your future matters. Do not let anyone convince you otherwise, not even someone who claims to love you, especially not someone who claims to love you while quietly dismantling everything you are trying to build. You deserve more. You deserve better. And you are strong enough to claim it. Now, go protect your dreams like your life depends on it. Because it does.